My name is Barbara. I live in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. I met my beloved Bob in college more than half a century ago. Our friendship soon turned into a lifelong romantic relationship. We took our wedding vows, surrounded by our nearest relatives and friends. That was the beginning of the next 56 years of our lives together. Over the years, we were blessed with 3 children and led active lives. We saw the fruit of our love through the lives of our children and grandchildren. Bob and I enjoyed our journey of growing old together. As we aged and started losing our mobility, we agreed that we wouldn't be able to take care of each other. This past Christmas season, my dear Bob became very ill. He wasn't quite himself. Bob's 103-degree fever was a good reason for him to be sent to the nearest hospital. He was diagnosed with pneumonia and flu. He was already weakened from kidney problems. He was very anemic. He was discharged from the hospital, and for almost 2 weeks, Bob was under the care of our senior living community's rehab team. He could have chosen to move to a personal care area within our community, but that meant we'd be living separately. One day, Bob didn't feel like eating. He caught a high fever again and was taken to the hospital for a second time. At this point, Bob wasn't getting any better, and my children and I had to make a decision on his behalf. This was very difficult. I didn't want to think about decisions. All I wanted was to hug the man I loved so dearly during the most difficult moment of his life. Unfortunately, Bob's life journey came to an end. I'm pretty sure the decision we made is exactly what Bob would have wanted. I just wish I didn't feel any doubts today. If Bob and I had spent more time talking about this, it would have been easier for me to have peace of mind now. Losing the man I loved was one of the hardest experiences of my life, but it was also a big learning moment for me. As a result, I'm redoing my own advance directives. I'm giving all my children the power of attorney so they can carry out my end-of-life wishes when my life comes to an end. This will spare them from the sense of doubt and remorse. Death is a part of life. Why do we shove it aside? We have to embrace the whole idea of dying. We have to feel comfortable with that. I suggest you talk about it with your spouse, your children, and other family members. This topic should not be a taboo. It should be discussed at home, at school, and in the church with the people you love the most. Trust me, I know.